Tender Souls. It's Tamika.
And Cherise.
And we're back with
Tender Care Release.
It's that full moon
In a Capricorn.
in Capricorn.
This
Yes.
full moon definitely snuck up on us because this year is going by so fast.
Yeah, it's July 3rd, everyone.
Yeah. Party time for America.
But you can go both ways, you feel me?
We're celebrating the moon today.
Yeah,
That's
we're
what
going to
we're
celebrate the moon for the next couple of days, and just embrace that full moon in Capricorn.
doing.
Yeah.
So what we've learned about the Capricorn energies based on this full moon is the Capricorn energy is very earthbound. It's an earth sign. So it's focusing a lot on the physicality that's around us. Things were great examples to focus on this next 30 days is a home life, your relationships, and what are the right relationships for you. Thinking about your responsibilities, being real about your responsibilities, and then finding that balance between self-care and the things you know that you need to get done.
Exactly. We're going to release and manifest. With that Capricorn being the father sign of the crew, and that Cancer energy, it just became Cancer season. So you know that mother energy is flowing through the sign as well. With the Cancer, us being in that sun sign, and with the full moon energy, you can expect like you looking at home like very much differently. You're going to take care of a lot of business. What we're doing is releasing and we're manifesting. It's so funny because when we're reading over like the full moon and Capricorn energy, like we were just planning like, or just talking about planning like going around the world and being like our like yoga instructor, me with writing and things like that. Like how could we really put that into action? And this is the time to create those goals and to put them into action.
Yeah, and it's also really focusing, like she was saying, about that father energy, mother energy. It's also the first super moon of the year, and also it being where the sun and the moon are aligned in a way that the moon is even more vibrant, more bright. It seems like it's closer to the earth, and that opposing energy, as you were saying, is really being illuminated. And I think that's also a great way to find that balance between that mothering energy and fathering energy that you give towards yourself, because you know we have those parents that care about us, tell us the things that we need to get done, the things that we need to focus on to better our lives. And so maybe this is a time for you to be able to establish that kind of fatherly relationship towards yourself and getting things done, and then that motherly emotional feels towards your relationships, and then just that home life is so important, and just bringing that balance, because I love that we're focusing on the future and the dreams that can come into fruition, but nothing can be built from a like broken foundation. And the home, your vessel is a great place to start, and then the home around you on this earth is a really great place to look at, because that is your safety space. That's your place to be your full self, and you should feel comfortable in that space. So take the time to make it what you need. You
exactly know? And like if you need to tidy up, like straighten up the place, because if you have a cluttered place, you probably have a cluttered mind. Like I can see, like my office for example, it feels cluttered. Like it's cluttered. So I've been having a cluttered mind. I haven't been able to write. I've just been living for the most part, but like I keep telling Cherise that I need to like create, like the music's coming to me, but I haven't been able to produce my own tracks. But maybe it's also a time for me to collaborate with other individuals and build those types of relationships within the community. So,
and then earlier for me personally, like we were reading the energies, and Tamika was reading about, you know, focusing on the things that need to be done, the responsibilities. And for weeks I've been talking about cleaning my car, and just like how I need to clean my car, how I like utilizing it for so many different things, and that is also like a part of my home, because I find myself moving out of this space, going into my car, and everything's in there that I need. So it's like definitely paying attention to those spaces as well, and just the things that I know need to get done. I was telling myself I needed to repot my plant for like the last week, and now it's dying because I took too long. So it's like,
but it's gonna get.
It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back, but it is coming into it. It aligned fully with that full moon in Capricorn energy of just needing to get those things done, knowing what you need to do, and doing it. It's not just about awareness. Right. It's actually getting up and doing it. So.
And with that being said, going into our journal prompts for this evening, like I have something here for y'all, but like you've probably been thinking of ways to enhance your wellness and your home, right? Use the boost of Capricorn to manifest the job, the home, the finance, and every dream you envision. If you're like, when we're journaling, think about the how. Like, you've already dreamt the dream. Like, it's up to you to really like put it into action. So if you need directions, create a plan. If you need structure, build a routine around that so you're able to get those things done. And if you're looking for guidance, especially if you're trying to switch jobs or like just adapt new skills, like you might need a mentor for that, or you might need additional training, whatever the case may be. Like, I've been thinking about like barbering. Like, I have weekend availability. I can like give away my nights for 1 year just so I can barber on the weekend or something like that. I've been cutting my own hair for years, and like, who doesn't want a side hustle? So you're saying that for that new venture, you want to find somebody that you see doing what you want to do, and then making that happen for yourself. And I think that's really important too, because there are so many people in this world, and finding those people that you resonate with and that really you feel like you're learning something from, it is really important. And not to make those people your guru either, because I feel like that's something that's kind of a stigma that's going around a lot in regards to just people that may know a little bit more about what you're trying to learn. It has nothing to do with them being a master or guru. It's just a passion that they have that you can implement into your own life as well, just by putting your energy into it, investing in it, and learning. And you know, every teacher is always going to continue to learn. And so it's not about looking at somebody as above you, but seeing I can learn from them, I can be inspired by them, and really go out and find those people that you resonate with. You don't have to go to those people that everybody says is that for you, because if it's not your truth, that's totally fine. And I like how you said the how of how to do it, because I feel like in a lot of like business courses and things that I've learned, it's always like focus on the why, focus on your why. And I think that's a beautiful place to start. But then once you know your why, you do have to focus on the how are you going to make that dream into your reality. And I think that's what this Capricorn full moon is really asking for us to do. Because if you want to travel the world and like live a lifestyle like that, you're going to have to plan. Do your due diligence. Find out what countries are best for you, right? As a person of color, I can't go to every country. As a person of color and to be queer, you can't go to every country. So do the research where you want to go. If that country allows certain things, whatever the case may be, whether it be holding hands or physical.
Just being respectful of that culture and understanding that you are not in the same place that you were before. So those are very important things to focus on. But even if it's not as extreme as traveling, like just even like you were saying, like if you're preparing yourself for a new job or a new space, like just making it the way, just preparing yourself mentally first in how you want to visualize that space. How are you going to get there? How are you going to make it fulfilling for you? Pretty much.
Yeah, like Sharice is like, I want to be a triple threat, right? So she's doing the sound healing class, and I'm like, ooh, wee girl, you got your breath work, you got your yoga, you about to get that sound. All right, like take me to the vibration of spirituality, please. Lord.
Silly.
But yeah, like she's going through the steps. She's you know, she's finding mentors that she agrees with, because like not every sound healer is going to resonate with you, right? So just, you don't have to take everything, take bits and pieces. Let us know in the comments which ones you actually did take advice from. Like, what are you planning to do for your next 30 days?
And then please write it for yourself. Look back on it for these next 30 days. Remind yourself what you're here for and why you're doing what you're doing. And we're here to support you through that. And we need to, do our little due diligence with our own rituals as well, and writing and just being present with what it is we're trying to create. And that's what we're here for. So, yeah. With that, we're going to move forward
with our yoga routine. So, pause it, get your yoga mats, do whatever you need to do.
Get your crystals, your sage, anything you need.
Yeah, and set the scene. And here we go.
Okay. Getting ready for our moon salutations. Just lay your mat horizontal, and then start on the left side of your mat. Bring your feet together. Bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, lift your arms to the sky. Exhale, reach up and over to the left. Create this side bend. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, reach up and over to the right. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, step your foot out to the side. Bend your knees. Bend your elbows in towards you for goddess pose. Inhale, straighten your legs. Bring your arms out to a T, palms face down. Exhale, pivot your left toes towards the left side. Take a deep breath in, reach your left arm. And exhale, tick-tock your hands to 12 and 6 for triangle pose. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly come back to center. And exhale, bring your arm by your ear. Place your back knee onto the ground. Relax your back toes into the mat for low lunge. Inhale, bring your palms together. Lift your gaze, shine your heart for crescent moon. Exhale, bring your palms down. Pivot your left toes towards the front. Bend into your left knee and then straighten your right leg, pointing your right toes towards your face. Coming into a side lunge. You can stay with your palms on the ground on a block, or you can bring your hands to heart with the lotus flower pose, the mudra.
Oh shit.
Good. Inhale. Come back up into star pose. Bring your arms to a T. Bring your left foot parallel to the short edge of your mat, and then point your right toes towards the right side. Inhale, reach your right arm forward as far as you can. And exhale, come into triangle on this side. Good. Inhale, slowly come back to that star pose, arms to a T. And then exhale, swing that arm towards the right. Come to your low lunge facing the back of your mat. Inhale, crescent moon. Bring your palms together. Sink your hips towards the ground and gaze up. Exhale, come back to center. Release your palms to the inside of your front foot. Maybe pivot your left foot. Bend into your right knee and then point your left toes towards you. Good. You can stay here or bring your hands to heart center for a lotus. Nice job. Cool. Inhale, punch your palms down, bend your knees, come back to that goddess pose. Beautiful. Inhale, step to the right side of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky for mountain. Exhale, side bend to the right. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, step back into that goddess pose. Cactus your arms here. Good. Inhale, straighten those legs, palms facing towards the ground. And point your right toes again towards the back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, triangle pose. We've been here before. Inhale, lift yourself back up. Exhale, low lunge towards the right again. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Crescent moon. And exhale, release your palms back down. Coming into that side lunge on the right. Bend your right knee. Flex your toes towards your face. Option to come to that lotus. Good. Return your hands back to center. Inhale, come to center and side lunge onto the other side. Stay with your palms down or find your balance with that lotus. Then bring your palms down. Bend to your right knee. Come into the low lunge. Inhale, palms together. Shine your heart. Crescent moon. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift yourself up into that star pose. Come to center. You got this? Nice. Point your toes towards the left. Breathe in, shift your weight forward. Exhale, triangle pose on the left. Nice. We're almost there. Inhale, come back to star. Exhale to goddess. Inhale, reach back to a T. Exhale, step to the left side of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release your arms to your sides. Roll your shoulders back. And going the other direction. You're more than welcome to pause and come down into a child's pose. You bring your big toes to touch behind you, knees as wide as the mat. Extend your arms forward and place your forehead onto the ground. Take as much time as you need here. Just breathing in and out. Giving thanks and honor to the moon through our moon salutations. Just taking this moment with ourselves before moving on to our next ritual, the card pull.
Alright, so we are going to pull a card from the deck. It's going to be a collective energy, yours, ours, everything, you know. We're here to release. We're going to ask the Mystical Goddess Tarot deck, you know, how are we going to use this feminine energy to release and manifest what needs to take place for the next 30 days.
You always call on source first, and then any ancestors, any spirit guides, anybody that you want to bring into your space that is wise and well. I learned that from a friend lately, and I really like that.
Yeah.
But the wise and well ancestors, the wise and well spirit beings, those that are totally benevolent and there for your highest good. So we call on source and bringing those guides to us in this space.
So
with the
I
message.
am going to do that now. We ask that source guide us for the next 30 days. Bringing in some of that boost of full moon in Capricorn, giving us that energy, that masculine energy to help us balance our feminine energy within. We ask that all the good and
well and wise
ancestors guide us and help us along our path. Lead us to wealth, great health, love, and have shelter. Not everyone is blessed to have shelter, so we must thank the Most High for all that. Alright, I'm gonna split this in 3. I'm gonna shuffle in a minute. Alright. Ooh, criticism.
Wind. The wind was blowing today.
Right. Blew all kinds of stuff in our garden, guys. Wind! What
Look
time?
at that energy. Wow. The number 9. 9 is great for completion. Moving forward into new ventures.
Let me see. Criticism. Alright, 9 of wind. Criticism. Mars and Gemini. This frightening woman illustrates the destructive power of the mind. Beauty, creativity, and innocence are slain through criticism and judgment. Criticism stems from self-hate and focuses outwards, harming others. The negative power of the critical mind and condemning words destroy from the inside out, creating more destruction. She is a reminder that the quality of the thoughts held and words spoken reveal what you love or criticize in yourself and others. Show yourself mercy, understanding, and forgiveness. Love yourself and others without condition so that the angry internal patterns of condemnation and criticism can be released in you forever.
I love this card because literally I have an intention for my class every month, and my intention this month is release judgment.
Yes.
And I love that this card aligns with that fully, because that is like what, at least personally, I hope it resonates with you as well, but it's that energy of judgment, self-judgment, and judgment towards others, y'all. Like, we are in a space, we are in a space of creating, and we want to create things that bring us into a more unified state as a collective, right? So we do have to first release those judgments. It's not really about first. Everything is not linear. So it's really about those times and moments that you can practice releasing the judgment of yourself, whether those are thoughts, feelings, anything that comes up that you are telling yourself is wrong, bad, or just putting shame on yourself. Like, release that. Just release anything. If you are starting something new, release the judgments that are telling you like you suck, or you know you're not going to get far, because that is just not true. The more you do it, the more you're going to get into it, and that's with anything. And then just releasing. Sorry, go ahead.
No, just like be more like she said during her class. Like I'm glad she's like affirming us during that process. It's just like, I know it burns, breathe through it, and like, you know, like because in those moments where you're in those deep poses, like,
you can be telling yourself all kinds of things. Or me. You could be talking to me like, bitch, what are you trying to put us through right now?
Right. Like, you see my fall. Y'all seen it. Like, I feel.
Right.
So, like, but, like, you know, like, just not having shame about it and being like, all right, I'm not perfect. Like, I'm not strong. I'm not there yet, but I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
So, like, just having that positive mentality.
I love that. And then, again, judgment of others. Like, I know it's hard sometimes to not judge others. That's just something we innately do as a community. We look at people and we automatically assume a lot of things, whether we say so or not. Like, that's just how we are as a people. But being able,
victim of that.
I mean, we all really are. But being able to release that judgment when it comes up, and accepting the moment for what it has to offer, because, you know, sometimes we might have a judgment or a perception about a person, and they have the right answer for us. Like, Source might want to speak through that person straight to you just to let you know something. And if you're judging that person or you're judging that situation, then you might miss the message.
Right.
So coming through with a new perspective of, you know, I'm just going to accept it for what it is, and people can show me their truth, but I'm not going to prejudge. I'm not even going to judge when they show that truth because that's their truth, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard. It's so much easier said than done.
Yeah.
It really is. But the more we practice, the more it's easier to do for ourselves and for others, and we're just going to live a lot more light in life when we do that.
And I think this card is also a friendly reminder that we create all of this within our own mind, that we have the willpower to say, I am beautiful, I am. And it may take some mirror practice, you know, to release all that self-hate or release like small tiny criticisms about yourself, because it all starts within. If we're walking around the world and we're like criticizing other people, it's because internally we're not all there. We're not in a healthy space, you know? And it's very much up to ourselves to heal those types of trauma. It might start with the inner child. The inner child is probably criticizing you, right? Because they were criticized. So it's your responsibility to talk to that inner child, to be patient with that inner child, to just show compassion to that inner child, because that little inner child didn't know anything in the world, you know, like didn't know how to move emotionally, maybe, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and it's like with nurturing that inner child and releasing that criticism that you might have felt with yourself, or maybe somebody criticized you for your actions, like you be that mother and father energy to yourself, be that mother and father energy to that child, and you can tell yourself, you know, you don't have to take this criticism. You can change your story. You can change the way that you feel about yourself, or even those that are around you, because life happens too. And I feel like, you know, as a kid, you can look at the people around us, the authorities, parents, you know, all those, and criticize them for the way that they treated us as a child, but you also have to release that judgment of those people, because we all have our individual journeys, and we don't always know what's going on in people's lives.
Exactly.
And we are all super different. So releasing that judgment may open up more room for understanding and kindness and just all around harmony, like,
and love.
Yeah, we all love. But yeah, so we hope that this card resonated with you in some way, that you find some completion in your life, releasing of that criticism, and just catering to those thoughts, because your thoughts create your reality, man. It really does.
It really does.
Yeah. So we're here with you.
We're here.
And we're so happy to be here with you. We are. We love this. We love being here all the time, because this is just such a friendly reminder of the universe working around all of us, intertwining together in each other's journeys. And we would just love to see how you're growing with us as well.
Yeah. So let us know down in the comments.
Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification, because we're consistent. We're sticking to the consistency. New moon, full moon coming up in the next 30 days. You'll see us here.
And make sure that you release. And make sure that you get your crystals if you have crystals. If you're one of those ones, put them in the windowsill. Have the moon cleanse them. You gotta put them outside. Like whatever rituals you need. I'm about to give me a glass of water, put that bad boy outside, and I'm out moon water in the morning. More than likely poured over my head in the shower. I don't know what went into it, and the cats like to drink. So like,
the moon water can be very cold, to be honest.
I just pour it. But do what you need to do. And if you have new rituals that we haven't done, share them in the comments. We'll love to hear from you. And if you want to see something new, we'll definitely try it.
Yeah, and also just going back to that releasing judgment real fast, like with your rituals, don't contain yourself. You know, you're a fluid being, and source is fluid, working with you in whatever phase that you're at. So whatever works for you to really set the stage for these next 30 days, like, do not criticize yourself if you don't have the right crystals, or you don't have the right, you don't have things to sage with, or if you don't, you know, you don't have to have these tools. Like, everything is already inside of you. So just do what you need to do to really bring that confidence into this next phase of life.
Let's do it, y'all.
And we're out. Peace, love.
And tender sun. Tender sun.
I guess we gotta think of an outro. I love it.
We got one. Tender sun.
Tender sun.